Hi folks, Gail and Brendan Swenson here from Seattle Coffee Gear. We're gonna show all the features on this brand new Z9 that Jura has out now. This thing is fantabulous. You were playing around with the programming a little. Tell us about it. What's it got going on?
Well, it's a great machine. Lots of programmability, but we'll get into that in a sec. Let's go through the features first.
Sure.
We have a nice big water tank here that it's 96 fluid ounces, which is pretty big. And one thing that I like about it is it comes out pretty freely without having to lift it past the entire height of the machine. You know, a lot of machines, if it's under a counter or something, you actually have to clear the whole machine to get it out. But with this machine, you just take it out of the water reservoir here and slide it right out. So
and the display tells you you've taken it out.
Exactly. So you know that. And that's a lot of water. I think usually
that thing's huge.
Yeah, we see it usually between 60 and 70.
This would be nice for a small office.
It would. We have our bean hopper back here, which holds about 10 ounces of beans. And depending on your dosage with the machine, that's about 20 servings.
Yep, grinder adjustment there.
Yep, and we have that's where your pre-ground coffee option is too. That's back here. So that's cool.
You know, one of the things on the Jura is that you can do 2 scoops versus all the other machines. You can only do 1 scoop on the pre-infusion, or not pre-infusion, the bypass doser.
I see that it just as soon as I even opened that pre-ground lid, it started trying to do the pre-ground thing.
Right,
so
and it'll say add product.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I'm waiting for one that talks to me, you know, and you get to choose the voice.
Says your name and everything.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
The water is going to a thermoblock style boiler, and the beans are going to a ceramic burst.
Cool.
So that's good to know. What else we got here? We have your milk carafe, which is stainless steel thermal coating, which is great. We have a froth setting here, which is really cool. So you can kind of select how frothy you want your milk if you're drinking a milk-based product. Up
and down.
Oh yeah, we can adjust that. That's
Taller
right.
cup.
And then we can adjust this too.
This is a double wall stainless steel container too, so it keeps the milk warm for hours.
Exactly.
Warm, cold. I want cold milk.
Let's take this out so we can take a look in here.
Yep.
So this is where all your grounds are going to be for all your shots. That's great. So you just got this whole nice drip tray compartment in here.
It's a big one.
It is. It's very big.
The brew unit is in there on this machine, and on all the Juras it does not come out. But we'll talk about maintenance a little bit here.
Totally.
About how they...
There we go.
There. So these spouts go up and down. They butterfly in and out for width of cup. Hot water.
Yep.
Yep.
Got a lot of features.
Yeah, it does.
Now maybe we can jump into the programming here. We were talking about making a cappuccino. So what we're going to do here is jump into the cappuccino drink. We're going to customize this drink to what we want. And we're going to get that going right now. So we're going in there and selecting the product, and now we have this area on the screen where we can customize all 4 of these things right here: the volume, the temperature, the coffee strength, and the amount of milk.
Yep.
And then if you wanted to, you could actually change the product name or remove it. You got a lot of options in here. But first, let's go through and just see what the volume is.
3 ounces.
What do you think?
I'd take it back to 2.
Okay, let's do it. 2.5, 2.0, one more. There we go.
There you go.
We're going to save that. So we got that saved, and now we'll probably take us back. Okay, let's jump over to temperature.
We like it hot.
Yeah.
It's already on high, or is it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it looks like it's
you can
3
take
settings,
it down.
Low, normal, and high. But yeah, we're going to go high. We're
Yep.
going to leave it right there. And then let's go to my my favorite part, strength. We're going 5 out of 5.
We want bada boom.
Exactly. Nothing but that.
Yeah.
And then
we want to get caffeinated.
Exactly.
And the amount of milk.
What do you think about that?
14 seconds. I'd say that's probably more than I would like.
Okay.
Of course, we're not just programming this for me.
Exactly.
It isn't all about me, is it?
How
about 10 seconds?
Okay, let's do it.
Let's try that.
Save. That's good. And we don't want to change the name of it or the interval, and we don't want to remove it from the product selector.
Nope.
So we got it exactly how we want it.
Right.
And now to get out of here, we're going to hit the P up here for programming, and it should take us back to the screen.
So now that the cappuccino will be programmed the way we want it.
Exactly.
You can also change some of the, like the special coffee, you can make that whatever you want. each one of these you can change and make it the way you want it, and you can actually change the name of it. You can put your name on it.
Yeah.
But once you do that, you change that. If I change it to my preferences and Brendan comes along, he's got to take my preferences. Because that's what he's going to be.
Exactly.
There's another programming too. You have all these 6 you can choose from.
So those are, yeah, those last 6 were your favorites.
There's yeah.
And now this is the entire product kind of catalog that's in the machine.
Shred A, coffee, and you can choose one of these too. And you can program these as well.
Yep. So there's a lot, you can customize a lot of things.
You can just get hot milk for the kids.
Yep.
Okay, so if I have a ristretto there, if I push prepare, that's what it'll make.
Yep, it's going to start, we'll hear it grinding right away. Yeah.
After a while, it goes back to the default settings. And, you know, one of the things I like, let's go back into the programming. You can choose language, switch off after so many hours, and you can have it come on in the morning. Next, color scheme. This is the one and display. You can actually change the
oh, the size of those things.
Yeah, see? Well, the
oh,
contrast.
I see. Yep, I gotcha.
And I found the contrast was pretty good at 30.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Yeah. Save. Now you can get into the units. That's milliliters versus
got it.
ounces.
I see.
Color scheme. This is what you can change the background.
Oh, wow. Look at that. That's kind of cool.
Flower. Just kind of a...
Yeah.
That looks like looking at the Earth from a satellite, right? Doesn't it? Huh?
It does. Now I'm favoring the coffee beans.
You like the beans?
I do.
I've tried the beans.
And what do you think? Oh, the save is there. You can just barely read it.
Exactly.
So if we hit that,
there we
go.
That's what I found is it didn't make it. Let's go back to the beginning.
There it is. Look at that.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I thought it was a little bit dark, but it's in keeping with what this machine does, right?
That's the overall theme here.
Because coffee's the thing. So, comes in the black, shiny.
I think it's a very slick design. That's actually one of my pros for this machine is I do think it looks very sophisticated.
Hey, let's talk about the maintenance.
The maintenance, yes.
Right.
Descaling and rinsing is completely programmed into this machine. So if you want, if you need to do that, you can go ahead and do that anytime, but also it will inform you when to do that by counting all your shots.
Exactly. And the other thing with the Jura products, you either descale or you use their filters. You have to do one or the other. It won't allow you not to clean that machine or keep it up. And the brew unit on the inside, I was saying that doesn't come out, they have you put a tablet down the bypass doser to clean it every so often, and that's by counting the shots as well. And you can't get out of it. You have to do it.
Yeah.
So the brew unit not coming out to rinse has never been an issue because they make you clean this machine.
Exactly. I started off as a technician here at SCG, and the technician side of me, one of the cons is that you can't remove the brew unit. But we've never seen a problem with that. That's just kind of something personal for me.
Want to make a drink?
Let's do it. Let's make a drink.
We're going to tip that a little to get that under there, and then we're going to have to spill it a little to get it out.
Because we like a lot of coffee.
Yeah.
So let's try our cappuccino with our settings here.
Yep. So that's what we set it at.
Yep.
10 seconds of milk, 2 ounces of coffee, and
5 out of 5.
No, that's va-va-voom.
And va-va-voom, I like that.
Maybe we should name this va-va-voom.
Oh wait, that's right.
Yeah, put it over there.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, me too.
And you know, the coffee comes out of here too.
Yes, it does. Back here. I forgot about that too.
I totally forgot about that. So all milk-based drinks, the coffee will come out of this side too.
Yep. Oh, 10 seconds looks good on the...
I wonder what 14 would have been pretty high there.
Be way up here. It would be less of a cappuccino and more of a latte, I think. Of course, this is going to be a lot of coffee.
Who's drinking it, Gail?
I'll try it this time.
Okay, yeah, I'm always the guinea pig.
No, you're not. Not always. Once in a while.
I think that looks pretty... That's a good ratio there.
We made a mess.
And you did that all off the top of your head.
Oh, I was just guessing. Ooh, that foam looks really nice.
You're so modest. What did we have it set at there?
Foamy?
Yeah, the 3 out of 3 in terms of foam.
Ooh, wee baby, that's hot.
And it's telling us to fill the bean container. So that shot, so as you can see, it knows exactly the status of the bean hopper, which is cool.
I want to try that. It's hot.
It's hot?
Yes, it's very hot. Yep.
I think overall it's a very good machine. I think it's ideal for a user that kind of likes to let the machine do a lot of their work. You know, if you've never pulled shots using a portafilter or anything like that, and you don't know much about coffee, this is great. I'd say it's also ideal for a household with lots of users, maybe a small office. But one of the things you're paying for here is all that programmability. So if you're in the market for that, this is your machine.
Swiss engineering too. I would say let's talk about pros and cons. The con that I have on this, these machines are built really well, and rarely do they need to go in for any service. But if they do, there's one service center in the United States. It goes back to them.
Exactly.
And the other con, I think, is when you make a milk-based drink, the milk comes up through this hose and down through this unit. You really have to keep this clean.
Yeah.
You have to put this in the rinsing agent quite often. And this all comes up, you know, this comes off of here, this comes off of here.
I see.
It all goes in the stuff, but you have to make sure that you do it. Otherwise, this can get pretty gunky.
Yeah.
So I would say the cleaning on it is a little more fastidious or a little more intensive, but not too bad.
Yeah, with super automatics with milk-based drinks, you really need attention to detail when it comes to cleaning. Otherwise, things will get out of hand pretty quickly. And we've seen it in our service center here many times.
But anyway, that's pretty much the features of the Z9. Did you have any other pros and cons you wanted to talk about?
Well, one of the cons that we hinted on really briefly earlier is the programmability. You can really only program the shots that are already existing in here, the beverages, I should say. And then you kind of, you know, affect that for everyone else that could potentially be using the machine. So if I change espresso, just something as standard as espresso, I kind of change it permanently.
Just like we did with that cappuccino.
Exactly.
Everybody's going to get that same cappuccino.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you don't want that, then you're going to have to go jump back in there and change those settings to what you want. And so that was really the, you know, if you're going to have that programmability, it would be nice to kind of have more of a variety.
Put a name on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like you could have your profile, I could have mine.
But other than that, you know, there's the consideration with the service center, you know, but that's just kind of us at Seattle Coffee Gear. We're so used to servicing so many different types of machines that, I mean, that's just kind of something a little bit different for us here. But other than that, I think it's a great machine.
But yeah, and having said that, I would say it's a very reliable machine. So.
Exactly. They really kind of, you know, make up for that with all the cleaning that they force you to do and all the attention to detail with the water filter, which comes with the machine, and testing, you know, testing the water hardness for wherever your water source is and how hard it is.
That's right, too. They do offer that. Yeah.
That's like one of the first things you have to do with the machine is jump in there, get a pH strip that comes with it, and tell the machine, you know, how hard the water is for your water source.
Yep.
So, you know.
And that will prompt you, if your water is hard, it'll prompt you to change your filter or descale more often.
Exactly, exactly. So they really do a good job kind of adapting to that.
Yeah, excellent job. So that's the Z9, folks. Thank you, Brendan.
Thank you, Gail.
Yeah, and any questions, go to our website, seattlecoffeegear.com, or you can find the number on there. Give us a call. Our customer service people are well versed in all these machines, and it can help you out picking out the right one for you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Gail.